All right, we should be live. It's Monday, December 14th. I think it's 5:37 p.m. And the temperature right now is around 1 degree Celsius. What's up? Charlie Sturm says, nice video. Hope you're having a nice Monday evening so far. I'm here just in front of Casa Loma. Greetings, Abduli. And Alex says he hopes I have recovered from last night. Yes, I have. We had a fun stream last night on my other channel. What's up, Harley and Polo, Brenda, Dahyam, Jason Jones. Hope you guys are having a good night. Claudia. Susan says hi. Ramses. Toronto 001, me Colin. Kelly Bowman, I remember you from last night. Deborah H. Greg NYC. Magali, Lorna, Spees, greetings. Welcome to the Monday night or Monday evening stream. I was going to do a later night stream, but I was out recording a video and I was outside anyways, so I thought, let's just do one now. Let's take a look at Casa Loma. Oh, apparently these gates are open. I wonder how close I can get. Greetings, Raphael, Pranchul, Susan, and Jeanette. Hope you're doing well in Texas. Sammy and everyone else. Action VJ. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be on this part of the property. What's the worst that can happen? I have to leave. If you can get permission to film inside. I highly doubt they'll let me inside right now, especially given the current circumstances. Can your Fitbit handle your daily step count? No, it's not big enough. And way off in the distance is the CN Tower and the City of Toronto. So this is, whoa, I almost tripped. This is the western side of Casa Loma. There was a sign that said open at 5 p.m. on the gate. That's neat. Maybe I can put a wide angle on here and see how the dark. Stan is happy I am out. I'm rocking a, what us in Canada like to call a toque for this one. I thought I would try it. All right, let's walk around. Last night was too funny. I'm sure Drake is lurking. Yeah, maybe Drake's not too pleased. If you missed it, I did a stream where I got a little effed up last night on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. And that stream is viewable, so if you want to watch me make a fool of myself for 2 hours, pop over to that channel and hit subscribe. Greetings, Shelly. Ads for my channel is edibles. That's awesome. Open the door. You've got nothing to lose. Well, I don't have my mask on and I've got gloves. That's a lot of effort. We can probably peek inside the windows though. Check out the fan art. Today was windy and cold AF. Mike Landry, $5. Thank you, Mike Landry. Good evening, Mr. Landry. Hope you're doing well on the East Coast. There's a creepy look inside. Not a creepy look, but more like a, I'm the creep. Brazil is 31. Good evening, Alex and Peter Stock and Day Tripper. Apparently the ghost doesn't approve of me being here. I have been inside Casa Loma. But the last stream I did, I went through Kringlewood along Englewood Drive, and it was suggested I come here to check it out at night, and that was part of my plans. So I was out in a neighborhood called Mount Dennis earlier today. I filmed a video. Oh, you can see how fast the wind is whipping. Look at that flag. Greetings, Bevy, YHZ. I filmed a video through Mount Dennis for tomorrow. And after that, I headed over here. I was going to do a later stream, but it's so cold, I don't really want to come back out. Mike said hi, Lorna. I thought he said hi, Loma, in reference to Casa Loma. Like, that's a... Ooh, we're walking right in front of some lights. Jeanette Morales, $7. Casa Loma is beautiful at night. It is so beautiful. Thank you, Jeanette and Mike. Thank you guys very much. I don't know if this will be the longest stream I've ever done. In fact, I'm willing to bet it won't. I've kind of been flirting with the idea of doing more streams in the winter, but shorter ones. Wyatt, greetings from Florida. I bet it's a little nicer where you are. I've got gloves on and my fingers are still frozen. All right, let's start to wander. Peter Stock, $5 super chat. Happy holidays to all. Thank you, Peter Stock. Indeed, happy holidays. Snow in the forecast. There is a chance of flurries or light rain. I think about a 20% chance. Lenis in Bosnia. So while I was recording my walk earlier today, it started coming down pretty good. Well, at least the flurries were. And then they went away, and I wasn't wearing gloves, so my fingies were frozen. I want to take a look to see if there's any Christmas lighting at the Casa Loma stables. If there is, we'll go take a look. If there isn't, I'll turn around and we'll go take a look at the Spadina Museum. But I thought it was worth poking around here for 10 or 15 minutes. Put my hands up to a floodlight. That's probably a good idea. I do have my poking wand with me, so I don't have to take my gloves off to use my touchscreen. And it doesn't look like the Casa Loma stables have any lighting features going on. Spartan Warrior giving the rundown. All right, so I will head over to the Spadina Museum now, where there's some lights and decorations. Mitch Gold says there should be stables. There are stables, but there's no Christmas lighting over there. It's pitch black when I look up that street. So there's not much point in going down to check out the stables, especially since it's dark. Greetings, Mikey, in downtown Halifax. Greetings, Estelle. Greetings, Oliver and blah, blah, blah. Hope you guys had a good start to your week. Looks to me like utter decadence. Here's some nicely decorated homes. Greetings, Es Syed in London. Herman Huang says greetings. And Fairs. Here we can take a look at the castle from, not the castle, but the casa from the east side. Uh-oh, I dropped my poking wand. I need this. Yes, it was the guy who built it actually ended up in an apartment in Mimico to live out his days. It's kind of a sad story. And here is the Spadina Museum. Susan says the quality is amazeballs. I have done videos where I've walked by Casa Loma and talked about it a lot in the past. I'm trying to stick my phone through the gate. There we go. There's the Spadina Museum. Not quite as nice as Casa Loma, but it'll do. Now let me try to slip my phone out. Daryl says Spadina House. I usually call Spadina on this channel. And I would believe that. So we're just gonna take a quick look. All these homes here seem to have the same outdoor decorations going on. Sir Henry Palat. I've heard his name pronounced a few different ways before, but in Casa Loma itself, in one of the rooms, they say pellet. Let's go get one last look at the castle before I move down. I think I'm going to go down the Baldwin Steps. I have streamed in this area once before, but it was daylight out at the time. And the Christmas decorations weren't up. Greetings, Mark Lang. Hello, Ansel. Shelly says, what time is it? That's a good question. It is 5:52. Zach McNally, $2.99 super sticker. Thank you, Zach McNally. And that, folks, was Casa Loma. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Estelle, I am very envious of you. You're very hot right now. See ya. I am not so hot right now. Look at this, I got this pointing thing here. Did you mention the tunnel from the stables to the castle? Apparently there is a tunnel that connects them. Where is the snow? We only had a very light dusting of snow today. Bevy YHZ, you sent a super chat and an earlier live stream to get some Christmas decorations. And on my stream last night, I showed you where those contributions went. I purchased a magnificent tree and featured that on my stream. So thank you for contributing. Kelly says it's been trying to snow all day. Jeanette likes my toque. Very impressed with the vocabulary, Jeanette. That's the correct word. And thank you very much for the super chat. All right, we're gonna check out a pretty cool view of the skyline. Alex says the money shot. Yeah, it's a pretty nice view. We're on top of an embankment. That used to be an old glacial lake along Davenport, which is just below us. Greetings in Brazil, Fania. Matt M says, is that Spider-Man? Maybe. BB plop, that's very true. I saw someone doing that just before I got here. Cowboy Coney, I have. All right, let's head down the Baldwin steps. Greetings, Sarah Husband. Handmade Hanan. Followers from Syria. That's pretty amazing. For those who are wondering, it's about 1 degree Celsius right now. The wind is on and off. When it picks up, it feels quite cold. There's a pretty good chill going on. Herman, add a shot of peppermint schnapps to that hot chocolate. Herman, thank you very much. Susan, what did you have for breakfast? Elf on the Shelf. I think it's pretty apparent that I ate all of that last night. After the stream, I finished it off. All right, guys, so that guy was occupying the best spot and I just saw him leaving. So I'm gonna walk up and we're gonna sneak a view where the cameraman was, just to get the absolute best money shot. There we go. The cereal is overpriced at Loblaws. Okay, let's go back down. That wasn't too much different from the view we already had, was it? You're welcome, Estelle. Monica, that's certainly a good idea. Parkour it, says Point Fire. Mitch Gold, that is correct. Dupont, or rather Davenport, was a particularly popular crossing to get across the city of Toronto. So right at Bathurst and Davenport, you'll find an old toll keeper's booth. So this street here is the Davenport, where, fun fact, I lived here for a few months, courtesy of a couple of friends. All right, so I have gone, yeah, let's just go south here. I was gonna say I've already gone this way. Inho Pontes, I believe those are Brazilian bucks. Sorry, I don't know the actual name of the currency, but thank you. Good evening, Jenny. And look what we can see from the back of the casa. Looks like they have a pretty elaborate lighting set up in the back. Oh, wow. What is going on down here? I see all kinds of funky lights. I was going to go south, but all these lights on the other side of the property here are kind of begging to come get a look. 6 p.m. and it's already dark. It's been dark since 5. Official sunset was actually 4:40 tonight. Nigel Lamb, thank you for the, are those euros or pounds? I think those are euros. I'm horrible with my currencies, guys, but thank you, Nigel. Baljeet, that's excellent. Mitch Gold showing off that he's in Playa del Carmen. Well, this is what we came over here to see. Although I don't think you can get a particularly good look of it from anywhere but here. It's called Casa Loma's Holiday Light Tour. All right, let's head down Walmer Road. And look, there's a big blue Christmas tree in the back of the property there. That would be another tree outdoor. Cole Drake went to Old Mill. You're welcome. Old Mill is certainly a beautiful spot at this time of year. Where's Dylan? Did he check in yet? Anonymous Seal, we stream through the entertainment district pretty much every time I'm in downtown. Zishan loves the escape rooms in Casa Loma. Where's my pointing stick? I see some lights up ahead here. We're walking around the Barangi Soma Live Art, $27.99. Barangi Soma Live Art. I have to give you a big hearty thank you for that super sticker. That's amazing. Can we see your house? Sure. If you watched my stream last night on the Johnny Stumbles channel, you would have seen my house, or as we like to say in Canada, my hoose. And you would have seen me throw cereal all over the floor. I woke up this morning and I had little bits of Elf on the Shelf cereal on my carpet. I do not want to rewatch that stream to see what went on. I'm sure it'll be cringy. Thomas asked, where are we in Toronto? Ooh, you got a nice view of Casa Loma from here. We are just south of Casa Loma. Are these houses or apartments? I would not be surprised if they were condo townhouses, actually. Usually, that's what properties like these are. And the residents have virtually zero freedom in terms of how to decorate them. Zishan, $1 super chat from Zishan Hassan. Thank you, Zishan. Susan, you rewatched my stream from last night. Maybe I should take that one down. But that channel is now well on its way to getting monetized, so I can annoy you guys even more with it. I'm at 3,000 watch hours. I need to get it to 4,000 watch hours. Herman says, what's Casa Loma? It's a really old style, rather grand mansion. It was built, I think, by, or the artist, his name is E.J. Lennox. He's done a number of notable, prominent buildings throughout downtown Toronto. It's also a place where pretty much every school kid who ever grew up in the Greater Toronto area has been. Mike Landry, $40 for my trip to Niagara Falls next week. Mike Landry, thank you, Mike Landry. That trip is still pending confirmation that my rental car is going to be a thing, because they've closed almost all of the Enterprise rent-a-cars around me, including the branch that I had reserved it through. I'm assuming that I'll just have to go pick it up from their North York Center branch, but thank you very much, Mike. That's super awesomely appreciated. Daryl dropping some info if you're curious about Casa Loma. Read what he just posted right there. And there's a look at the Toronto Archives. Giovanni, I have a car rented or rental booked at a rather steep discount, and I'm pretty sure it'll go through, but I appreciate the offer. And now we are heading towards Dupont Street. Zach McNally, $27.99. Zach McNally. Thank you, Zach. That is awesomely appreciated. That's my new catchphrase tonight because my brain is frozen and I can't think of too much else to say. But thank you, Zach. You're welcome, Ian. Mike and Zach with some very big super chats. This is Dupont Station. And this station is now elevator accessible. That's certainly an awesome addition to it. Greetings, Rob LeBeau. The last time I came down Casa Loma, I continued south down Spadina Road, but this time we're gonna go east. Nigel Lamb enjoyed the Johnny Stumbles last night and even bought some edibles here. Look forward to my next. Thank you for the super chat, Michael Lamb. All right, we're now heading east on Dupont. Is French widely spoken in Toronto? Not really. I rarely hear it. Car STO, $6.99. Thank you, Car STO. Carsto? I don't know your preferred pronunciation. There's a look at Nancy's cheese. And this place here, in the summertime, has a big outdoor barbecue and patio area. They would have been well equipped to handle outdoor dining for COVID, but then they put the kibosh on that. So now they're just another screwed over business. Here's Dupont. Alfred Hinkle watching from Arizona. I've had more than a few drinks on this patio. People's Diner just closed, an old Toronto landmark. That's sad, funny dog. Yo, Johnny, enjoyed the stream last night. I'm surprised you didn't went full walking man dude mode tonight. Oh, jittery ass, unstable camera. There's a Bespoke Butchers. There's Madison Avenue. There's not a whole lot of Christmas decorations going on. Maybe St. George will have some more. And this guy wants us to drink better coffee. Warren says, your thoughts on the Bills last night? I'm pretty happy. Stephon Diggs killed me in one league, or killed for me and almost killed me in the other. I'm hanging on by a thread, but I am ahead in both my fantasy leagues. Toronto 001, what plan am I using for data? I'm using a very expensive plan. I got a bill for $574 from Rogers today. So it's not cheap, but that's actually 2 months of my phone and 1 month of my internet, and I have their most expensive packages across the board, so it's actually pretty good. Can you wish James a happy birthday? He loves your channel, Rachel. James, happy birthday. I'll sing happy birthday to you. but I'm going to sing it in silent so you won't hear it. But I assure you I am doing it. Who's your favorite wrestler? Can I say Coco Beware? I don't know, Point Fire. Roro Kun, $4.99 for more Elf on the Shelf. Roro Kun, thank you. We'll have more Elf on the Shelf. Guys, my bill really wasn't that shocking because each month for the phone is $175 for 100 gigs of data. So you do that times 2, and then my home internet is $119, and then you throw tax on there. And keep in mind, I do need their fastest package for my home internet so I can upload stuff. And since this YouTube channel has been earning money all year, I get to claim them as tax write-offs. Rachel Griffin, $4.99 super sticker. Rachel, thank you. Very much appreciated, Rachel. Can you stream inside Loblaws? A great... I probably won't stream from inside a store like that. Perhaps after the pandemic. Dupont in St. George used to be the home of your brother's Mr. Pizza. It's on my left in 10 steps. Do I have an Apple computer? No, I am the last person on earth who would have an Apple computer. And there is St. George Street. So just south of there is the Chinese consulate. And then that'll take you through a very nice old residential street in the annex and to St. George Station and then through U of T. But we will march on east. Johnny strides when we walk into Davisville Station. Not tonight. All right, and we are back to the Davenport. We were at Davenport Road when I left Casa Loma. Chuck Diamond. God tier member Chuck Diamond. I guess you're running a media business. I don't know what you would call it, but I have to report all the Google AdSense payments on my income tax. So since I have to do that, I might as well write this stuff off. What else to write off for tax expenses? Software licenses, computer parts, all my electronic bits. And if I really want to be cheeky, I could probably write off a lot of the food and other expenses, but I don't know, guys. This is uncharted territory for me. I'm just gonna do the right thing and take it all to an accountant and say, here's what I did, and I'm not gonna worry about it. Write off everything. Shoes. Do you guys remember that song by Kelly called Shoes? If you haven't seen it, look it up on YouTube. It's one of the classic early viral videos. Here's a couple of buses making love. Jonathan Aiken says there's a hard lockdown in Holland right now, and Susan says her brother is an accountant. I think insemination has been complete. They have detached. Alex, we are back on Davenport Road, believe it or not. Sarah didn't know buses did that. How do you think they make more buses, Sarah? I thought that was pretty self-explanatory. What was going on? It's not just the cold temperatures. Man, if I'm struggling in this, I can't wait for it to be even colder. Is April 15 the tax deadline in Canada too? It's usually late winter, early spring sometime. I don't really know. I've always done my taxes online. But this year, just because I have YouTube earnings for the first time, I'm just going to pay someone to do it. There are a lot of people probably this year planning to cheat on their taxes, given that I'm sure COVID, a lot of people improperly claimed the CERB payouts, and there's been a lot of people doing cash jobs and under the table work. So I think the CRA is going to have their hands full trying to catch people being dishonest this year. Greetings, Christy. Here's some beautiful old properties. Margaret Atwood lives just down Bedford, says Daryl. Yes, Martin, you can't blame people for scratching their way to work, especially the people that were genuinely screwed and fell through the cracks of what the government was trying to help. But at the same time, people that are cheats, people that claimed benefits they weren't entitled to, people that earned money and aren't reporting it, I have no sympathy for those people. I mean, we all gotta support each other in society somehow. So weaseling out of taxes is not cool by me. Here's a nice condo going up. Those are some impressive 90-degree angles. Joseph's Restaurant at Avenue and Davenport is the best seafood restaurant in town, says Funny Dog. Here's Bedford, where you could stroll by Margaret Atwood's home. You could also stroll by where John Tory lives, down to the south of here. Eddie Flory, I might win a Pulitzer Prize. I don't think so, but I appreciate it. Is it snowing? It is not. Jennifer says hi. Bookish Horse Girl says kind of ugly. Johnny Strides Media Company Incorporated. North 2345 says shout out. Sorry guys, one thing I won't do is say words in foreign languages. I'm asked to say a lot of times they're not appropriate. Chan says, go give John Tory a piece of your mind. What, just because he's a spineless weasel who's not sticking up for small business owners in the city? I guess I just did. How far are you from the Skynome? I'm pretty far. Dory's Sandbox is high. I imagine closer to Avenue Road and Davenport Diner. What's for supper tonight, Jenny K says? I think it's a pizza night, but I'm gonna order not from Domino's. I don't know where, but I'm feeling pizza. But my theme for this month is not corporate chains. Even though a lot of corporate chains are franchise owned or owned by franchisees, I'm still making it a point to eat out at local restaurants. So I will grossly overpay, something I would never do, but I feel like a pizza. And if you don't order from one of the big guys, it ends up being quite expensive. But hey, there's a nice cafe. Michelle, greetings from the UK. D. Mussolino, $9.99. Whoa, I just reset my camera there. I accidentally hit the trigger button with my index finger. Thank you, D. Mussolino. Have you made pizza at home? No, but fun fact, my parents used to own a pizzeria. Maine, greetings in Santiago, Chile. Blah, blah, blah says, where are you? We are on Davenport Road. I'm on the north edge of the Annex neighborhood, right where it meets the Yorkville neighborhood. And depending on who you ask, I may or may not be in downtown. The traditional definition of downtown is Bloor Street, but some people would say it's the rail tracks. Good evening, Anna Kovac. Shelly says, very yummy pizza. What flavor? Don't kill me, guys, but I'm feeling kind of like a Hawaiian tonight. Sorry guys, I can't catch all your messages right now. There's so many of them flowing by. But let's go to the other side of Avenue Road and walk down. Cowboy Cody is pro pineapple. I am very pro pineapple. I love a deep dish Hawaiian pizza. Where are you going? I don't know. I wasn't planning on this being a super long stream. I would very much like to watch the football game tonight with the pizza and a beer. Pineapple with bacon and jalapeno on pizza is the best, says Matt M. Matt M. I will have to try that. I bet Bevy White said is into Salvador's pizza. How far are you from Niagara Falls? If I jumped into a car and absolutely booked it, we could probably be there in an hour and 40 minutes or so. We're a good ways from Niagara Falls. 2 hours in normal traffic going the speed limit. Hopefully there's no clicking in the audio. I just heard one of my hoodie straps bouncing up and down. Jenny Case's traffic on the QEW would be like, probably Anna Kovac. 3, those are Brazilian dollars, right? Thank you, Anna Kovac. Do they call them pesos in Brazil? Cole Drake has done an hour. I used to live in Mississauga in Port Credit. And even if I drove like $1.40 the whole way, I could not do Niagara Falls in under an hour and 20 minutes. And that would be at the middle of the night. So I think people kind of grossly misstate how long it takes to get to Niagara Falls. Michelle Briggs, did I watch The Four Musketeers, The Action Kid, Walk, Ride, Fly, and The Urbanist? And there was one more. I played that on my TV today. That was a neat collab. Perhaps myself in the Ken Continuum. And maybe we could get CJ Hoyle and some of the other Toronto folks. There's my walk around and that 4K guy. Oh, the NYC walking show. You guys were quick to point that out. There's also a guy named like Dutch Mats with a bunch of Z's on the end who live streams from New York. New York is very much The live stream capital. Besides walking channels, what else do you watch on YouTube, says Gloria. I watch a lot of tech channels. I watch Linus Tech Tips and Tech Linked. I like MKHB. Who doesn't like MKHB? I think that guy's probably the best personality on all of YouTube. Hey look, it's a struck tube. I also watch Kit Boga. I think Kit Boga is pretty hilarious. He does a lot of scam baiting. I'll basically spend 2 hours on the phone with scam call centers from India, wasting their time. Ivan's Bikes BMW invited CJ Hoyle. Chinese Strides, do you accept Timbits drop-offs during live, says Spartan Warrior. I'm not going to say no. 9M says MKHB. MKHB. And guys, whoa, this is a senior's home. I'm like indoor dining. These are the luckiest people in the city of Toronto. They get to eat indoors. Is it not ironic that one of the higher risk groups of people, pretty much, 99% of the mortalities are allowed to eat indoors together, and the rest of us can't? I don't blame them. Good for them. You guys have Philly cheesesteaks? We do. All right, I gotta peep some cars here. Sumaya, that is correct. They do technically live together. And no, I am not scratching my forehead. Yeah, I think if there's one good thing to come out of this, I hope that we have significantly better treatment of our elderly, and we improve their quality of life, because it's kind of sad, everything that's been exposed throughout this. Should I test drive it, guys? Anna Kovic likes sports cars. What a good filter of Prism. Yeah, go for a test drive. I'm trying to get a selfie with my car. Make it look like it's mine, but I don't think it's working. Unfortunately, Jack, that seems to be the case, and it's absolutely terrifying to think what some of these poor people have gone through. So we got to be glasses half full. We should take this, whatever you want to call it, and use that as a means to improve for everyone. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I don't think that driver even saw me, but he still stopped. Some people like sports cars. Here's Whole Foods. Apparently Whole Foods has a toy section. There's a guy in there drinking what looks to be a bottle of antifreeze or windshield cleaner. What I do from Yonge and Steeles to the waterfront, I've done a bike ride from that. What do you need to film 360 for VR? I don't know. I'm not the person to ask that. Do you ever get lost on your walk? Quite rarely. If I'm walking into a bush in High Park, I might get lost. Remember when I streamed from there? I do have a phone in my pocket. I can whip out Google Maps, but in this weather, my left hand is kind of in a glove, and I have this so I can tap the screen if I need it. Jenny says that looks like a real person. When I hit 1 million subs, the blue one would be mine. I think I would rather have probably one of those Tesla Roadsters. I'd get a car like MKHB. Please don't lose your glove. Shelly Gray, breakfast time. Enjoy your breakfast, Shelly. Whoop. How much data do you use per stream? I use about 4 to 6 gigabytes. I think I'm developing the hiccups here. I have it on dynamic bitrate, so it just pushes as much data as it can. Bevy says, what is the building on the right? That's a good question. There's a hotel just to the south of that with a Morton Steakhouse. I think this is just a fancy condo. Johnny would get a Batmobile. Plymouth Dodge. Plymouth is Dodge. Thought you loved the Mustang. Ooh, the electric Mustang might be nice. Chat D says, I'm so close to his work. There's the CN Tower off in the distance. And we're on Yorkville Avenue. And this building here used to be the Four Seasons Hotel, but it's been converted into a condo. Look for the huge rock you could climb. I've climbed that rock on a prior stream. There's a Cibo or Chibo, I don't even know how you say it. Those have popped up everywhere. This is kind of cute. Maybe duct tape the stylus to my gloves. How do you keep your stream from interrupts? I use Rogers. I was using Telus, and unfortunately it wasn't always solid, even when I used their 5G network. I do have a backup provider, so if the stream does start to die, I can switch it over to Freedom. And there's an app called Speedify, which I have, but I haven't used lately. And you can bind multiple providers together. Long story short, I'm using Rogers, and if the stream dies, I'm just gonna go home. It's a sign that it wasn't meant to be. Greetings, Rohan. Johnny, can you go in the area where you shot the large tree? Was that, you mean on the residential street? That's pretty far from here. When will you come to Stouffville? Stouffville, Whitechurch? I don't know. I used to live in Stouffville for a year. And this used to be a very happening outdoor patio. No doubt that this would be packed with people if they were allowed to operate. They had a lot of heat lamps in this place last time I walked by. Someone assumes that Christmas is more fun here because it's colder, perhaps. Sport Warrior says he thinks there's a SIBO on King West. There is. There's also one at Yonge and Eglinton. And here's Old York Lane on the right. Grab some poutine for dinner. No, it's been established it's going to be a pizza night. And there's the Oxley, one of the last places I dined at before we were told we could no longer do that. I dined in their back patio. Did I miss a chat there? Leonardo, ciao Johnny, how are you? You are fine, ciao, thank you. You live in Social. Jack Randall, I think you're right. People often say on here, they joke I should be mayor, but if I was mayor, I would probably order all businesses to open, with restrictions, of course, and extend my middle finger as high as I can towards Mr. Ford, and that's why I'm not mayor, folks. Did you play any phone games? Not really? Here's some high-end retailers. There's a Versace. Greetings, Super Mario Transit fan. And there's a building I used to work at back in high school, or at the end of high school. 101 Yorkville. What are you going to do? Walk around with Dylan Reynolds? Asks God tier member High Fiber. I don't know. Get someone passing by to say hi to the channel. Ooh. This Chanel store is very pretty. It's got a nice condo on top. And I have a feeling there's something neat down here. No? I thought there might have been something nice here worth watching. Caution, falling ice / snow, which means somebody probably approved a design they never should have. Yes, these are mostly not the kind of small businesses that you feel sorry for, but you gotta still feel for their employees. They're still getting shafted. And there are a lot of smaller boutiques here as well, I guess, that aren't big corporate luxury brands that are definitely going to be struggling. One idea I do have, guys, is I think it might be frowned upon now, but I might try it anyways, is to do some giveaways on these walks. I've got some unopened tech that's not even that cheap, that I just never used and I can no longer return. I was thinking of, RV for rent, just handing it out to whoever comes and tracks me down. One thing I have is I have an unopened Amazon Fire Stick. I have a Bluetooth headset I've never opened. I have a fitness tracker, a nice Samsung one I've never opened. Do you guys think that would be a good idea if I announced on a live stream that the first person to come find me gets to keep something on that particular stream? I think that might be fun. I think there'll be some people crying about it if I do it during the pandemic, but nuts to that. People need to have fun. Maria says yes. Cowboy Cody says do it. He'll track me down. Whoa, I just missed. I was looking in completely the wrong direction. Jeanette says that sounds like fun. Get a surprise guest to do a live stream with you. Yeah. I was going to do one with Ken Continuum on Halloween. I've announced that before, but it wasn't meant to be, unfortunately. Ralph says that's a genius idea. You gonna do a walk for New Year's, says Deshaun. Probably. Ever think of getting an electric bike? I have. Although I kind of like riding my single speed around in the winter. Cole Drake says this place is so dead. Indeed. Pretty much any evening, regardless of the time of week, Yorkville would be a busier neighborhood. And even if it weren't so busy on the outside, pretty much every restaurant we look into would be full. So it's very sad to see it like this. Mike Pence, another excellent tour. Thank you, Vice President Pence. It's an honor to have you here. I guess you've done a magnificent job somehow. Always defending the person you work for. I'm sure you don't believe half the things you say, but welcome to the stream, Mike Pence. There's a look up at the new Four Seasons. We're going to get a look at the Four Seasons. Ryan, $3.99, a Johnny Strides scavenger hunt. Thank you, Ryan, for the $3.99 Canadian. Very much appreciated. There's a look south down Bay Street. Ooh, someone's not having a good night. Edging closer to the Manulife Center. We are north. There's the Manulife Center, straight south of here. It's extremely cold today. It is. But we get a unique view of the city. Sarah Hausman says, that's so pretty. I like this condo straight ahead. You can see it better in the daylight, but it's definitely one of our nicer new condos. Claudia M., have a good night. Someone forgot to turn off the lights. Guys, they leave the lights on for the cleaning crews at night a lot. I don't think that's the most efficient thing to be doing. But when I worked at First Canadian Place, that was often the case. There's one more look up at the Four Seasons. This is much nicer than their older location, but there's a lot more competition these days in Toronto. The Ritz-Carlton opened up a beautiful new spot. And I've mentioned it before, but Toronto has a gorgeous collection of old fire halls. And this one is no exception. VV, it's not snowing anymore. No, it's not. This is the eastern end of Yorkville. I think it ends officially when we get to Yonge Street, which is just up ahead. Average step count per stream? I don't know. That's a good question. Cities are so pretty when they're empty like this, perhaps, but you can get that in the middle of the night. It's rather sad that we're dealing with this level of emptiness at what time is it? At 6:49 p.m. Lorraine Prawl says it seems like a nice night. It's nice but chilly. Coldrake misses the bustle, so do I. There's a look south. So, amazingly, folks, we will be avoiding downtown this walk. I've managed to stay north of Bloor Street. Mike Landry gives $5. Have a great evening. Enjoy that pizza. Thank you, Mike. Kenzie says hi. Is the Balzacs still at the reference library? I think that's a good question. It would have been in right here. I thought this was where the Balzacs was. Now it says art and picture books. Huh. Krishna says you're downtown even when you're north of Bloor. That's open for debate. Some people define downtown as the rail tracks along Dupont, and some would say anything north of Bloor is not downtown. If you use Google Maps and you type downtown Toronto, it'll actually use Bloor as the northern border, although again, that's kind of subjective. Jackie S. watching from New York. Jeanette loves herself a good library. Yeah, why are we avoiding downtown? I'm actually heading to Rosedale Station right now, guys. We will do downtown later. This is what, three streams in a row without going downtown? I think that's a record for me. Susan misses the days when libraries were open. There is the Masonic Temple, aka the concert hall. There I am, hanging in there. Normally I rock a hood, but we're wearing a toque tonight. Spartan Warrior misses the days of dial-up modems. Tristmaster, watching from Japan. Where in Japan? It's one of my favorite countries to visit. Bonus points to Jeanette for spelling toque. Don is watching from MISSISSAUGA. Summerhill LCBO. Yes, we will not be making it that far. I have just determined I am going to Rosedale. Clem, Shinjuku is awesome. I usually stay, there's a Koreatown right next door to Shinjuku. And for some reason, Shinokubu. That is a phenomenal neighborhood, and it's really close to Shinjuku, so you can just walk there. And they have a pretty good selection of hotels that aren't super expensive. So I kind of recommend Shinokubu. And hey guys, I was here the other day. If you want to buy any small or big anything you want, just go to Canadian Tire. Sorry, small retailers, you're not allowed to do business, but Canadian Tire sells all the crap you could possibly need or want. This isn't a contradiction at all, is it? What's up, XX Darkslayer? Someone stayed at the Knot Hotel. Bookish Horse Girl, it was traditionally more of a hardware store, but it's grown into a we sell everything kind of store. Sarah's always wanted to go to Kyoto. Kyoto is beautiful, and you could easily see 3 other cities. You could see Osaka and Kobe and Nara, all right there. Monica, I have been near that one. Sonia stayed in Toronto for 3 months, and she loved it. Maybe I just should have walked to Bloor Yonge Station. Who's craving donuts right now, says Morgan. I'm kind of craving monkey sushi, but I ordered from Sushi Rock in Yonge and Eglinton the other night. I think the temperature is hovering around 0 right now. There's a place called Effort Trust. I have never heard of them. Excited for 2021. Not if it's anything like 2020. The one thing I really couldn't do this year was travel. I was very, very lucky. I got to Cambodia and Bangkok in January and February. Then when I came back, the world was inside out. And even though I was in a high-risk area at the time, there was no need to quarantine or anything. I just want to get in a plane and go somewhere far. I can't be the only one. Christine, you're welcome. Glad you enjoyed Apache Burger. Did you visit Shibuya? Yes, I stayed in Shibuya my first time. What's the name of the hotel I stayed at? I forget the name. Probably because my face is starting to freeze. But I stayed at a very quaint, the Hotel Fukudaya. Fukudaya in Shinjuku. It's an awesome little hotel. I kind of loved it there. All right, guys, we have reached our destination. Yo, Johnny, say yee, no. Japan has the best toilets. They have some great ones, but I've also been on some nifty ones in Korea. And even in Bangkok, I stayed at one pretty high-end hotel. Not that I stay in high-end hotels, but when I have Aeroplan points to burn, I do. And it had probably the best hotel toilet I've ever seen. It was nice and warm. It played nice little songs every time you did anything. All right, I gotta put a mask on here. But I've got a toque covering my ears and I've got thick gloves on. Let's see if I can navigate this. Sorry guys, I'm required to put this mask on, but I'm trying to do it while holding my camera and using gloves. All right, I think I did it. Let's see, did I do it? Woo! I got the serial killer vibe going on right now. That's the train I want. Are you streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure. Probably not. I think we'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. And then maybe I'll do Johnny Stumbles on Sunday night. Thanks to everyone who participated in the chat. Thanks for the super chats. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Check out Bevy's channel, Bevy YHZ. And check out Johnny Stumbles. I did a 2-hour stream from Johnny Stumbles last night. You're welcome, Herman, and thank you for the super chat earlier. So I said I was going to do shorter streams, and this one, oh, I want to get on that. Don't. So ticked. Pence didn't donate. Guys, the train frequency is very, very often here. But we get a nice view of the northern end of downtown. Have to wait for the next one, says Andy Wood. We do. You're welcome, Estelle. I'll keep you guys with me until the next train is pulling in. Sonia. Glad you like the channel, Sonia. Ride the roof of the subway. I don't think we'll be doing that. Dominic, I don't do things consistently enough to give you guys times, but I will stream on every Friday night at least. And I might make Sunday nights a Johnny Stumbles home stream regular event. Maybe. The people who get caught in the subway doors are bumper stickers. All right, guys, thank you so much. The next trainer. I will catch you guys on the next one. There'll be a new video tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. as there always is. I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for everything. And my chariot has arrived. All right, guys, have a good night.